What's going on, everybody? It's C-Wing here with another video. Welcome back. So I was thinking the other day while I was making my 10 games that need to come back, I was thinking about food. But I don't know about you guys, but I suffer from this curse where whenever I like something, when I truly like a food or a beverage, I know in my heart of hearts it's going to be discontinued faster than it took to get here. This video is going to have 10 items that I loved, that tasted great, but of course were put down way ahead of their time. So now I'm sitting here making a video longing for their return. I'm sorry. Let's get into it.
K-Chef's Choice Burger from Burger King. Crafted by our executive chef with premium ground chuck, hardwood smoked bacon, and thick American cheese on an artisan-style bun. Try one today at Burger King.
First one I got to start off with, the Burger King Chef's Choice Burger. It was released in October of 2011. It was from Burger King. It was made with ground chuck, thick bacon, American cheese, romaine lettuce, tomatoes, and red onions. I had the tomatoes and onions held, and they also had a chef's choice sauce on it. And the one thing I can tell you, the thing that went through your mind while you were eating a chef's choice burger was you wanted a second chef's choice burger. I remember my younger brother and I took him to go eat. We were at the mall. I had him try a chef's choice burger, and we're sitting there, and he's just kind of like deep in thought. And so am I. I'm like, what are you thinking about? And he looks at me and goes, I want another one. I was like, same. So we ended up getting two more, another one for each of us. But it was so good. And it was phased out in 2012. It only lasted a year, and it was their best freaking burger. And if you go to most Burger Kings, the pictures on the wall, the one that's front and center, like you have two Whoppers on the side, but the one that's in the center is a chef's choice burger. So I have no idea why they promote this and have posters of it on their wall, but they don't serve it anymore, because this was the flagship. It put the Whopper to shame. It put every fast food burger to shame. And I'm not even a Burger King guy, but this was the best fast food hamburger I've ever had in my life. It was that good. I miss it. I think about it often. They got me more comfortable with having red onion in my burger. Yeah, why Burger King? Why wouldn't you bring this back? It was really, really, really good. That's why it's #1 on my list.
Right now, you can get our Nugget Snack Pack for just $1.49. 5 nuggets and a medium Coke. Or our Nugget Meal Pack for just $2.99. 10 nuggets, medium Coke, and Kentucky fries.
Nugget poppin' time. We do chicken right.
Next on the list, Kentucky Nuggets from KFC. Now, I know what you guys are saying. You're like, Kurt, they have Kentucky Nuggets still. They release nuggets all the time. They have strips, popcorn, chicken. No. Kentucky Nuggets that were released in 1984, of course, by KFC, were original recipe nuggets. They were all white, and the thing that separates them apart from any other nugget in the history of nuggets was the sauce. It was the barbecue sauce. And what KFC did back then that I've never seen a place do since was they heated up their barbecue sauce for you, and it just made the nuggets taste so good. The only thing disgusting about KFC nuggets, if you see the commercial that played before my voiceover, is the frickin' price. Nowadays that would be like a $12 meal, but I digress. Kentucky Nuggets, I miss them. They were discontinued in 1996 to make way for the crispy strips, which there were some crispy strips I did like. I will get into that later, but I do miss my Kentucky Nuggets, and I miss my warm barbecue sauce. KFC, also, can we lay off the honey barbecue, because that was not your barbecue sauce. Your barbecue sauce, it was like a spicy, sweet, smoky barbecue sauce that was warmed up, and it went really well with the original recipe flavor. KFC, could you please bring that back? Not any of this new nugget stuff. I'm talking about the real stuff. Don't try to imitate Chick-fil-A. Imitate you from 1984, please.
Mr. Powers, look. There's Britney Spears drinking a Pepsi.
Oops, I did it again.
That's not a Pepsi. It's a Pepsi Twist, man. And that's not Britney Spears. It's a man, baby.
Austin, it's me!
I want this wig! Come! Oh. Fair enough.
Pepsi Twist and Diet Pepsi Twist. A twist on a great thing, baby.
Moving on to the first drink of our list, Pepsi Twist. It was released in America in November of 2001, and it was discontinued, of course, in the summer of 2006. Why would you keep a drink during the summer? Get rid of it. Anyways, I love this drink. I thought it tasted amazing. I thought it was the right mix of cola flavor and like sour lemon flavor. I thought it worked really well. I know some people were like, it kind of tastes like what I imagined cleaner to taste like, and I kind of went, that kind of makes it cool. Like, but I don't know, it kind of just, it all worked well together. It's okay. So the crazy part is the drink is discontinued in America, but in Europe, I believe in France and Asia, the drink's still mega popular. So that tells you that maybe the cleaner taste does kind of work. I don't think it tastes like cleaner, but to some people, I guess in the States it did. And I didn't know this, but apparently they re-released it very briefly in 2008. Something with like the NFL I was reading about, which pissed me off because I don't remember it ever being re-released in the States. Otherwise I would have been all over it. But I have this curse again of liking, especially sodas. If I like a soda a lot, it's gonna be discontinued. So I'm surprised Pepsi Max or Pepsi Zero is even still around, because that's my Pepsi drink after Pepsi Max is dead. I'm not really a Coke guy. I've always been more of a Pepsi guy. So I don't know, man. Pepsi Max, you might want to watch your back, because Pepsi Twist, it didn't do too well for you in the States.
Thank you, bad man. This is bad.
Hot and spicy chicken. So good it's bad.
Fellas, guess who's going out tonight?
He must be some pretty bad dude.
Not as bad as this chicken.
Hey, fellas, you don't know what you're talking about. This isn't bad. It's terrific.
Hot and spicy chicken.
Very good chicken.
This October, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Get 2 pieces of delicious hot and spicy chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy and a fresh buttermilk biscuit for only $1.99.
This one, I don't know if a lot of people are going to remember. Even Google AI is having a hard time with this one, but I was fortunate enough to find a commercial for it. But it's the KFC hot and spicy chicken. I remember as a kid, every Friday night, we'd either get Round Table Pizza or we'd get KFC. Now with KFC, you had your choice of original recipe or hot and spicy. There was no extra tasty crispy back then. So the thing was, I guess hot and spicy was regional release. So meaning not everyone had this, and this was in the early 90s. I remember, I want to say 1990, 1991. I remember being like 10 or 11, but this was phenomenal. Sorry, Natasha. Sorry, Julianne. I gotta use your word here, but it was phenomenal. It paired really well with the mash and gravy and the biscuits, and it was spicy. And from what I read, it was actually a direct shot at Popeye's chicken. What was cool about it was again into the breading, but it was into the original recipe breading. So you had all the original recipe flavor, but it was kicked up a notch in terms of spice. It was excellent. I remember I would solely go after those pieces as a kid, and then poof, it's gone. Just like the Joker from The Dark Knight. It's just gone. I want to say it lasted maybe 2 years, 3 years tops. But I think another thing that I had read was that older guests that frequent KFC couldn't handle the hot and spicy. So I think for legal reasons, they had to take it off, even though it's in the name hot and spicy. But anyways, I do miss you, KFC. Could you bring it back and not do any of this hot honey garbage? Just bring this back.
PB and PB Max doesn't mean penguin black belt. Nope, the PB means peanut butter, covered in milk chocolate with a hearty crunch in every bite. PB Max, we mean peanut butter.
Moving on to the first candy bar of our list, we've got PB Max. This candy was so good. It was actually extremely filling. I remember my mom would buy it for me, or I'd take it to school with me, and it would be kind of a snack. I remember at recess, I'd just eat one of them. They're just tiny little squares. It's like a cookie with like peanut butter. I think oats were in there. I know milk chocolate was in there for sure. It had a nice crunch to it, but it was extremely filling. And I just remember I loved them because they were just so convenient. You could just keep them in your pocket and eat one extremely fast, and you could keep multiple on you. It was really cool. I remember my mom even buying a box of PB Max, and they were just convenient and good and filling, and that's more than you can ask for candy bars. I'm stunned. Okay, so I asked AI why PB Max was discontinued. So this candy bar came out in 1989 and was discontinued in 1994. The sales of the candy bar were $50 million in sales. It was a huge financial success, but the there's an executive from the Mars Corporation named Alfred Poe. Candy wasn't canceled due to poor sales, but rather the Mars family had a personal distaste for peanut butter, and it did not want its core flavor in their legacy lineup. What the hell? So the candy bar performed great. It made huge numbers, but because it had peanut butter, the Mars family just scrapped it? Oh my god. Again, PB Max, you didn't fail us. We failed you. I'm sorry. I hope someone eventually buys out the recipe or the trademark and brings you back, because we need you back.
Some people love our crunchy tacos, others our soft tacos. Now Taco Bell introduces the double-decker taco. Our delicious original taco joined with beans and a soft tortilla. It's the taste big enough to bring the two sides together. The double-decker taco, just 79 cents.
Right, the first entry from Taco Bell, we got the double-decker taco. This one kind of confuses me because we've got flour tortillas, we've got original tacos, and we got refried beans still in the store. So why the hell is this discontinued? It doesn't make any sense to me because all the ingredients are there. Just put it on the menu. It's an easy fix. I remember they briefly brought it back on the app where you had to vote with the app against something. I think they put it up against the Mexican pizza, which I'm not a Mexican pizza guy, but I figured my double-decker taco was gonna lose that battle. I was team double-decker. I ordered that. But why would you discontinue it? You have all the ingredients there. Just put it on the menu. It doesn't hurt. It's just, a taco that's wrapped in a flour tortilla with refried beans in the middle. Like, what? It's not rocket science. Just put it back out there. I don't understand why they don't have it there. I remember this came out in I want to say the mid-90s, and then they discontinued it in the mid-2000s, I believe, or maybe the mid-2010s, but I'm confused. It's all there, but they have no problem bringing back the disgusting nacho fries over and over again, so much where they put it on the menu permanently. Put double-decker tacos. Nah, we can't do that.
See, we took buffalo wings and got rid of the wings. Introducing new spicy buffalo crispy strips. Boneless all-white meat chicken, marinated in buffalo spices. And to really make them fly, this buffalo crispy strips meal is just $2.99.
All right, so now we are on the KFC buffalo crispy chicken strip meal. I have fond memories of this because when I was working at Safeway as a bagger in 1996, for a brief time, I would walk over to the KFC Taco Bell that was right near me, and I would order this. And you got so much chicken. I'm sure you saw the price for the meal. Like my family would give me, I think, $10 or $20. And I would go in there and I would order that. And I just remember sitting in there. I was exhausted. I was a bagger and I didn't have a car, so everything I did was by foot. And I just remember eating these, and they taste amazing. They had a kick to them. They were big strips too. And then they paired really nice with the mashed potatoes and gravy. Remember, I told you the KFC chicken nuggets that I want brought back. They got rid of those to make way for these, and I really enjoyed these as well. The buffalo ones, not the plain ones. But of course, because I like these, they get rid of these, and now I've lost both of them. AI was saying that it was discontinued in the mid-2000s, but they do try to bring it back, but they add ranch to it. So they add a ranch sauce to the seasoning that was in the breading of the original strip. So I guess if you dip a plain strip into the buffalo ranch sauce, it recreates the flavor, but I don't remember the strips tasting like ranch. Anyways, could we just bring this back, please? You don't even need sauce for these guys. Like, they're literally that good, and they have a nice kick to them. Come on, KFC. Like, no more honey barbecue, no more ranch nonsense. Just bring this back.
What are hamburger lovers saying about the new BK Back Porch Grillers?
Whoa, doggone thing tastes like it's homemade.
Double hamburger.
Tastes like it's straight off the grill. You know, flame broiled. That's a good burger. I think I found a new burger.
It's like nothing I've ever had before. It tastes just like I made it. And I'm a pretty good cook. It's awesome.
You gotta try this. One bite?
Burger King introduces two delicious new Back Porch Grillers, the BK Smokehouse Cheddar and the BK Home Style. Burgers your way.
You got it.
All right, moving on to the Burger King Back Porch Grillers. Try to say that stuttering like I just did. Anyways, this came out in June of 2002. And what was cool about this was the patties were a little thicker and it legitimately tastes like it came off a barbecue grill. I don't know how they did it, but the burgers themselves, it wasn't as wide as the Whopper, but the patty was thicker. Okay, you just kind of grasped that, but the burger itself was smaller. But the flavor that was packed into these was pretty nuts. Like, it was really good. And it was discontinued by September of the same year. So like they give you this amazing hamburger and then they just immediately pull it. I figured it might be like a summertime thing because it, replicated the backyard. But I mean, why not bring this back? Just put it on the menu. I'm sure it would sell like hotcakes or hot burgers or whatever you want to call it. While it's not on par, like Chef's Choice is a 10 out of 10, I would put this as like an 8 out of 10. But again, Burger King, their main menu for me doesn't do it. But when they bring out these special items, they always knock it out of the park and then they always pull it. It's really odd. And I wish Burger King would just kind of like go, okay, these are really good burgers. Let's keep these.
Surge. It's a fully loaded citrus soda with carbos. Beat the rush.
Hey man, that's dinner for 4, babe. And it looks like he saved a little puppy.
I think that's a Chihuahua, Tom.
Ay, caramba, Jimbo. That's incredible. Team Vault is just bringing it today.
That's right, Tommy. Vault. All the quench with an extra kick for those who get it done.
And then some.
I'm going to group these two sodas together because I believe they're one and the same. We've got Vault and Surge. Surge, I have very special memories of. I remember in high school, I was a junior in high school, and we used to have these Surge trucks pull into our high school, and right when our lunch was ending, they would hand out bottles, free bottles of Surge. I remember before art class nabbing a bunch of them, and believe it or not, I was not allowed to have caffeinated beverages until I was well into my 20s. I want to say I was 22 before I was even allowed to bring home caffeinated sodas, believe that or not, because I'm an energy drink enthusiast now. But anyways, I couldn't bring it home, and my art teacher wouldn't let me bring it in the classroom, so she's like, you have to drink all those sodas. So I had like 3 of them, and I remember downing all 3 bottles of Surge, and I was shaking. It was almost like Beavis and Cornholio. Yeah, it was a fun memory. I remember I couldn't shut up, but it tastes good. I genuinely love the taste of Surge and Vault. I'm not a Mountain Dew guy. As you can see, I'm more of a Pepsi guy. Pepsi Max, Pepsi Twist. I'm not really a green soda guy, but I was definitely a Surge and Vault guy. I thought those drinks were superior. I think, if I remember correctly, Surge had legal troubles with the name because there was something that had the name Surge, so I think they had to roll back the name. They brought it back out as Vault. The formula, the flavor, it was still the same, had the same kick. I can't explain why Vault's not here, and I want to say that Surge is still big in Europe. Surprise, I have all my sodas over there. Huge shock. Burger King at one point sold Surge by itself. You could buy it with a meal or whatever, and I would drink that to high heaven. That was like a couple of years ago, actually. Great America, the theme park, I want to say had Vault formula or Surge there. I remember going crazy over that. That was in the 2010s. So it's in like limited quantities scattered across places, but not sold in stores. T-Pain went crazy for Surge, and there's a Surge movement. There's actually a Surge movement. I've been a part of that on Facebook for, I want to say, 17, 18 years now. The soda has a cult following. Whether you give me Surge or Vault or both, I'm all for it. I think it tastes amazing. And it had enough kick to it, but it didn't leave you the crash of energy drinks. So I thought this was the absolute perfect soda. They were both the perfect sodas. And last on our list, we have Dina-Sour Eggs. I remember these in my Easter basket every Easter in the early 90s. What's crazy is I can't find any commercials for these. So you just get one still shot. That's all you get. That's all I get. But they were really cool. They were like hard candies, almost like Jawbreakers, but not really. And like you could crunch them, and they had like different colors on the inside, but they weren't Jawbreakers. I know they initially started off as Jawbreakers in the early 80s, and the Willy Wonka company softened them in the early 90s to protect kids' teeth. But the flavor was insane. I love sour candy. candies. These were perfect, and they paired so nicely, not together, don't eat them at the same time, that's kind of gross, but they paired so nicely with the chocolate Cadbury eggs. Those were perfect, like the perfect Easter basket. A centerpiece that's solid milk chocolate, Dina-Sour Eggs, and the Cadbury milk chocolate eggs. That's the perfect Easter basket. I'll hear nothing else about that. There's no debate for that. That is the perfect Easter basket, but it doesn't exist anymore because they don't make Dina-Sour Eggs anymore, which is unfortunate because I really miss those candies. They were tangy, they were delicious. I miss them. I wish Willy Wonka would bring them back. Okay, so these aren't necessarily, this is not food, but this is condiments for food that I wish they would bring back. But we've got the Sriracha Mac sauce from McDonald's. I miss that. That went really well with French fries. The salsa picante from Rubio's. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Rubio's, but man, I could eat my body weight in salsa picante sauce, but you would be Dumb and Dumber, glued to that toilet seat, unfortunately, but it's a price to pay for that delicious salsa. And then the Kogi Boom Boom sauce. That went well with everything. And of course, they pull it from the market, but Kogi releases barbecue sauce. I don't know if their food trucks just don't have the supply to make it anymore, but Kogi, man, I'm begging you, can you make it the Boom Boom sauce again, please? Alrighty, that about does it for the first volume of food and beverages and condiments that I wish would be re-released. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you have other suggestions that you would like to put in the comments? I'd love to talk with you about it. And also, in this montage that you see up here, there might be subtle hints at stuff that's gonna be in part 2, hint hint. But anyways, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you later. Till next time.